Itchy and scratchy. And
you don't wanna walk with a talk with a do. Alright, everybody, welcome back to episode 13. Episode 13.
It's amazing.
Of the Sweet Sides podcast. That is a madness. With myself, Fat Mouse. And who else?
I'm Kash.
Swear down. I never knew that was your name, bro.
I've had enough, man.
It's always been like mind-boggling. How do I spell that, bro?
C-A-S-H.
Wow.
H.
He's got that money now, yeah?
I'm Kash, aka Kash, with a K and not a C.
Swear down, I never understood the AKA Cash part because...
I don't know where.
Mouse,
I can't remember.
Mouse.
I watched the first episode again today.
And he just came in it. It was just off the top of the
I didn't say AKA though. I just said it's Kash with a K. I think.
I think it's maybe. I don't.
No, I said it's Kash.
Crash.
AKA Kash with a K.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, is that how
it.
you meant it? But you've been putting commas in random places. It's Cash, AKA Cash, with a K and not a C.
No, it's
hella dramatic flipping.
Senor. But you started the senor thing.
See, yeah, because black
that was it. You said see.
Yeah.
Senor.
Alright, cool. Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome
once again. It's an absolute pleasure.
It's an honour.
We're 3 months deep, pretty much officially now, there. I don't even know if you are still. I think we're 2.5. Either way,
it's 13 weeks.
It's not how it works, though, is it, bro?
It is.
No, it's not because so 13th week would be the end of 3 months because the first week don't count. You get me? It's at starting at 0.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So say it's about 12 weeks then.
It's 3 months, bruv.
Yeah, exactly. So 3 months.
So anyway,
it's gone fast.
It has gone fast. It's gone fast.
Time flies when you're not having fun.
Every week there's like a little bit of a blip, and you know what? We are aware. Last week we had the wrong mic on for Cash, so we had to use the secondary microphone. So I know the sound wasn't great, but we appreciate the fact that you're still supporting and you're still. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We are interacting, and you know what I mean? It's good. We appreciate that. Thank you. Here we are, though, man. What was your week saying, man?
My week was good, actually. I had a great week.
You say the same thing every week, but you don't actually elaborate.
Well, I'm down 3 kg.
Oi! He's not vegetarian. He's not training hard. He's just a good
athlete.
guy. He's an athlete. Flipping hell, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Down 3 kg. That boosted my confidence. Gave me a lot of happiness.
The heavier I am, the more confident I am. Because I will just sleep with someone.
Not confidence in the fact that it's working.
Okay, in the process.
The intermittent fasting. So confident in the process. Confidence in the process. Sorry.
I like that.
But yeah, that was it. And then obviously the Premier League started this weekend. Started yesterday, and Arsenal kicked it off. First game of the season. Alexander Lacazette was the first goal of the season, and we beat Fulham at Craven Cottage 3-0. Goals from the debut boys, Willian and Gabriel Magalhaes.
Willian!
Yeah, he left Chelsea, joined Arsenal.
Amazing. Who's the other guy? Magalhaes?
Gabriel Magalhaes.
Where's he from? How do you say
Brazilian.
that name? How do you spell it? Is it with an S?
Maghales. Magalhaes. You know.
Magalhaes.
Wow.
Speaking Arabic.
Wow.
Yeah. All right.
And yeah, so it was a good start to the season at the moment. The team looks very
man, it's mad.
Very good at the moment. You know, we're together, and our boy Mohamed Al-Neni is on fire at the moment. Everyone's loving him. Last year he was on loan in Turkey, and everyone wanted him gone because everyone thought he's pants. He's come back. He played 2 games, and everyone was like, he's good enough for Barcelona.
Oh, that's what I'm saying, bro. Him and Abu Trek at the front, and put Pele at the back. Unbelievable scenes, Jeff.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Jeff. That was a good one. Kondogbia.
Maldini.
Wow. What
about
him
and Drogba?
Slightly.
What's Drogba did? Does he still play football?
No.
What does he do?
He's retired.
Perm his head.
He works for UNICEF now.
UNICEF? What? The milk company. The one that delivers milk, bro.
No, UNICEF, bro. The charity.
Oh, the World Health thing. Yeah. Like the world charity thing. Yeah,
he does that stuff. He's
swear down. Where did I get?
Where did you get milk from?
I tell you what, I'm gonna have to find it and put the picture up. Uni Dairy. I mean, they deliver on a little milk float.
Maybe.
Blood. That is mad. All right, cool.
But yeah, fantastic. How was yours?
Sounds sensational. Blood. It's all right, man. You know what I want to address though? My week's been decent. Obviously,
Are you still vegetarian?
I'm still vegetarian, but it's like it's no longer clean vegetarian. It's just I'm eating BS without no meat in it. So I need to rein that back in.
What does that mean?
So I had pad thai, tofu pad thai, bruv. Who invented tofu, bruv?
So bad.
I said I'm fixed up, man. That was dead.
Tofu is bad.
Tofu is dead, bruv. It tastes like a very airy omelette.
No, it tastes like. It doesn't even taste like that. It tastes like.
You're thinking of corn, blood.
No, I know what tofu is.
No,
Tofu
it's
tastes
not
like just dirty cheese. It's just weird. It's
The
got
thing,
dirty
whatever I
texture.
had there, it was like
If
coming
you
out of
had
an
it in a
ice cube
pad thai-
tray. You know, like it was that shape, exactly that shape, perfectly formed,
They just chop it
like
up,
airy.
dash it in.
I don't know, bruv, but it wasn't pleasant. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I battered it. Obviously, I hate wasting food, so unless it's like I can't do this, I'm just gonna eat the whole thing, bruv, and lick the plate. But that wasn't very nice. But you know, it is what it is. And then I had, bro, you know what should be banned from my house? Celebrations.
Oh wow.
Celebrations should absolutely not find their way into my yard, or the other thing, heroes, or any of them.
Heroes are
But
dead.
more so, I still will batter them.
Of course.
You like chocolate, so I'm sure you'll
I'll
find something
still
you like.
destroy them.
Did you get me?
But I'm just saying out of all of them.
Okay, so you know when it gets to the Mars and the Milky Way right at the end, and the Bounty, I'm still battering them. I don't like them, but I'm like, oh, come on. Again, it's like very like, dare I say, whore-like? But you know what I mean? Oh, go on then. You just grab them and just start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's disgusting, bruv. But I can't stop it. But yeah, I wanted to ask you what your league table is.
I can only think of three.
What? Okay, the top three?
Sorry, you're talking about the
I think I'm
chocolate.
talking about flipping football.
I said I was going to say celebrations, Quality Street, and Heroes.
Celebrations, bro.
But I thought
like,
you meant the actual celebrations.
Yeah.
How would you want me to do? Order from
So
top
give
to
me,
bottom?
so we can find out the whole thing, or
Should I just go off the top of my head?
go on there, top of your head. Like, what do you look for as soon as it opens?
Malteser.
Okay.
Maltesers.
Yep.
Then I go for the normal Galaxy.
We're gonna write this.
Plain
Jesus,
Galaxy.
bam. Yeah.
So let me start again. Number 1, Maltesers.
Yeah.
Number 2, Plain Galaxy.
Plain Galaxy.
Just a
Okay, that's
normal
nice, but you're skipping hella madnesses, yeah.
Number 3 is... That's it. What am I missing?
Bruv, what are you missing? Do you not look for Snickers?
I'll put Snickers 4th. I think there's something before Snickers 3rd.
What?
I can't remember now.
The Caramel Galaxy.
No, I don't.
Open up the thing, bro.
You start.
I don't understand. Well, you've kicked it off now, innit?
What's it called? Celebrations.
Celebrations lineup.
Chocolate.
Lineup. I'm sure someone's done this as well.
Kick-offs in 10 minutes, lads.
Yeah, he's starting 11.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, boom.
Oh, it's so buzz.
Okay. Alright, boom. So,
Oh, it must be more than that.
for me, there's definitely more than that. Open up, man. Okay, you know what? Surprising, I think they added it recently, relatively recently. Twix. Twix is alright still.
Oh, yeah.
I open the lid, yeah? Because I never get them stupid little cardboard ones. I get the whole circular thing in it, you know, the big drum. Peel that off, yeah? And then
The big drum.
I look for the Maltesers and I grab them. I grab about 4 or 5.
So we're in agreement, that's number 1.
I haven't finished. But I also, simultaneously, I'll tell you why, grab Snickers. And I grab them as well, 5 of them. Or however many I can hold, innit?
Huh? They added crispy rolls. You remember Milky Way crispy rolls?
What?
Oh, that's in 2017.
What?
Sorry.
So, how come I never saw this?
I never saw that ever.
Dickheads, bruv. Anyway, so I'll grab the Maltesers and I'll grab the Snickers.
Yes,
And
Vardy scored twice.
Already?
Which means my fantasy team keeps going up and up and up.
You got 41 points yesterday, innit?
Yes, first day I ended the day on 41 points.
Yeah. Good lad.
Sorry, Dad. I'm on 64 points now.
64 Zoo Lane. That's amazing. But yeah, blood, listen. For me, I pick up the Maltesers and I pick up the Snickers and I can't decide. But I never mix. Mixing is the stupidest thing to do with this because, if anything, I double up, triple up so I can enjoy a bigger bite of that, innit? Because something about the little mini Snickers, it just does not taste like a Snickers bar. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I beg you, if you don't understand, let me know.
I know what you mean. I know exactly what you're talking about.
It just
it's a bit drier, harder.
But it's bomb. Blood,
but
it's a mazine.
Bro, Snickers is
If
banging.
you put 2-3 of them, it's like a flipping double cheeseburger.
Do you know what's the best?
Like doubling up, yeah.
The best combo.
What?
Snickers and a tropical Lucozade. That's why I used to bang.
You know what? I don't bang
before football
Lucozade.
game.
Is it? Yeah, because you need the electrolytes.
A little extra and a little chocolate
flipping
in between.
glucose.
That's what we used to
But
bang.
yeah, so those 100% those two top 2, yeah. Then I might just move down to Twix because Twix by itself in one is dead. It's insufficient. But 2s and 3s, it's a completely different thing. I beg you, like, try this before you say, "Oh, what are you talking about? I can't believe you put it before Galaxy." Shut up. Grab 3 Twixes, 2 as a bare minimum. Wrap them up. Unwrap one, put in your mouth. Unwrap another, put that in your mouth. Don't chew. It's very tempting to chew while you're unwrapping the second one. Don't do it.
Wait.
Do not. But also, don't leave it there because that's just going to collect germs.
Sorry.
What?
Maybe they have added it, but maybe not in the UK. But it says here, News Food UK. Celebrations New Edition, Milky Way Crispy Rolls.
New edition.
Because you remember that was a battle. Them
Crispy
crispy
rolls
rolls
are wavy, bro. But yeah, so this is the list. I think joint first. It has to be Maltesers and Snickers. Has to be. Then Twix. Then Galaxy. What am I missing, bruv? Galaxy Plain. Galaxy Caramel.
There's Bounty.
Bounty. You can left that for dead.
Left that for dead.
Mars. Blood.
There's
that is
Bounty, Mars.
Bottom tier.
Milky Way.
Milky Way. Again, it's just like air, bruv. You have to have 4 or 5 and squash them to give it a little bit of. Otherwise, you're just biting nothing. You have to have more than you would like Maltesers or whatever. Maltesers are big though. Yeah? What else is there?
So Mars, Bounty, Snickers, Galaxy Caramel, Twix, Maltesers.
Yeah. To be honest, if it's not the top 3, maybe throw in the Galaxy as well, the plain one, that's decent still. Them 4, so it's Maltesers, Snickers, Twix, and
the rest can just battle for last.
They're all just their joint dead.
Yeah, for me it's Maltesers first, Galaxy, normal Galaxy, second, Snickers third, Twix fourth.
Twix is decent, man. Trust me.
I love
Try
Twix.
the Twix, 2, 3 of them. Like I said, try that. Like I said, and yeah, boom.
Then I'll probably go. Fifth, I'll probably go. I'm not gonna lie to you. Fifth, I'm gonna go Bounty.
Yeah, Bounty is definitely better than Milky Way and them dead ones there. But
fourth, I'm gonna go sixth, I'm gonna go Milky Way. Seventh, I'm gonna go Mars.
Absolute bottom tier.
Seventh, I'm gonna go Galaxy Caramel.
Eighth, I'm gonna
go Mars.
Man. Caramel comes before Bounty.
I don't like it
at all.
I don't mind it, but I just don't. I don't feel it's even. I think there's too much caramel.
There is too much caramel. It's a little thin chocolate.
Yeah,
You're a chocolate crackhead, bro.
That's why.
You're a genuine chocolate fiend.
I don't know what it is, but just speaking of chocolate, I've just got to say one thing.
Oh, snap!
Who made the choice this week?
This guy here.
Finally,
this guy here finally said, "Yo, I really want to try this place, G. Do you reckon we can pass mine? It's only 8 minutes." I don't know why he said it like that because he didn't.
I didn't say about that.
So hold on, you might as well do the intro then, my brother. Move it up.
You do the drum roll.
Just do the thing at the camera. I mean, just do it like I would. Please.
I'm just gonna hold it like a kettlebell.
What? Read it to them.
Chocolatier.
Tell it to them.
Urban
Chocolatier.
Chocolatier.
Wow, we were.
It's top tier.
Wow. Oh. What?
I don't know.
Yeah, man. So
take it ice cream.
Urban Chocolatier. So bear in mind, we've got this a little bit. It's been about an hour. No. It's been about half an hour. Half an hour. Yeah. Urban Chocolatier in Willesden. Let's hope they've got Insta because we're going to plug them. This is yours. In Wembley, sorry. I'm too local. Urban Chocolatier in Wembley. He's been craving this thing, like craving
4 years.
For a time, but obviously because of his strict diet, he's not been on it. So here we are today. He's like, "Yo, listen, we have to do this today." I was like, "Cool, I'm fine. I dig that. So yeah, let's take pictures before anything, yeah. Oh, you know what? Where's the give me a tissue, bladder. Bladder? Give me a tissue, bro.
Bladder.
Come to take pictures.
Take that, you Fossy.
Ozzy. Square. Let me get square, bro.
So yeah, guys, we decided.
Have a quick picture, blood.
What you do for me? You're better at this game.
You man have to hold your hand, bro.
Hold it.
You hand out the picture.
What man?
Filthy boy. Cams at you, bro.
You're salivating.
Alright, cool. I cannot wait. I am not gonna lie to you. You said something, but we ignored you, bro.
I can't remember what I was saying.
So
I was just gonna say,
why not? I mean,
so he got the.
I got the Don Ferrero waffle. Obviously, what that features is the Ferrero Rocher. I think that's how you pronounce it. Ferrero Rocher, Rochester. Yeah, and
I got the Don Ferrero Crepe.
The Don Ferrero Rocher Crepe. Croque monsieur. Yeah?
Bonjour, ça
French
va?
lesson
Voulez-vous
for you,
danser?
get them.
Parce que là, on
Feel little evening Remuses.
Thierry
Skinny
Henry.
boys hiding.
Skinny boys
Yeah?
hiding.
Obviously, so we're going to put the pictures up, or they're already up now, so you've
Already?
already seen them. So then let me just grab this chocolate off the side because it's going to dry up and then I can't eat it. You know when it's chocolate sauce, yeah? And they give you that stupid Hershey's bottle,
A
bruv.
bit of tissue, bro.
And man is raging that it's like sugary water that's
one.
brown. Are you mad? Nah. This is melted chocolate, like on tap. Yeah? What are you doing, bro? Don't say there's a little hair there, bruv. Stop being an idiot. Bruv, you're just... enjoy. Eat the thing. What is it, a fly? I would still eat it.
There's a fly in my food, but I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat the fly.
Idiot, bruv. Man's just making a big
Hoo-ha.
hoo-ha over a little fly.
Wow.
Alright, boom. This is actual chocolate sauce, like melted chocolate.
You sure it's just not Nutella?
Chocolate!
Кто хочет шоколад, блин? Ради бога, блин, мне нужен шоколад. Мне нужен шоколад. Я тоже хочу шоколад.
Sure it's not Nutella?
Oh, it's Nutella still. It is as well. I'm raging.
Wow.
I'm not raging, but you get me. I would like melted chocolate sauce still. The ice cream has melted. It's not a bad thing.
Mine hasn't. Mine's solid.
Look, it's solid, but it's also melting. Yeah, the inside, trust me. It's deceiving.
Urban Chocolatier, man.
Blood, it's a bit messy, but here we go. I can't wait for the next challenge. I cannot wait because I'm thinking, well, I don't really know what we're going to do yet. But I do want to eat on camera like a filth bag. Like, bruv, I'm going to use my hands, man. This knife is doing nothing. It's doing nothing at all.
So you know in Ferrero Rocher,
Yeah,
they use Nutella.
swear that. It's the same company, I know that.
You know that?
I didn't know that, no. Did they actually? Inside it?
Mhm.
Wow. So this is basically Nutella is Ferrero Rocher juice. That's
Yes.
what you're trying to tell us.
Correct.
That's amazing.
I think I made that up.
No, you might be right. Bruv,
But it tastes the same.
how is your knife working? Bruv, it's going to snap. Look, I'm holding it. Bruv, they are mocking me. I'm going to use my hand
Too
like an
aggressive.
animal.
You're gonna eat a crepe like that?
Crepe. Oh, we need to do that thing in Hampstead one day, bruv. But how are you going to... Should we bring it here? It's calm.
Right.
Oh my gosh. I got a mouthful
Rogan gosh.
of Ferrero Rocher.
Wow.
Hey, this is too wavy, blood. And bear in mind, you're right. Tooth. Brush your teeth with me, bro. Bear in mind, this is old, isn't it? As in like half an hour. It's got a bit soft. Slightly, that's better.
Oh!
You know what I'm gonna do? For you dirty freaks out there, yeah, that like to hear people eating, I'm gonna do that for you now.
There's actually people that do.
Yeah. So, what you want to do is take.
Stop, man.
That's what they do, bro. Trust me.
Eat it fast.
Shut up, bruv. I'm doing this thing for real, man.
Please don't.
What you want to do is cut it up. And I'm cutting it up right now. And there's ice cream. And there's waffle. And a bit of Ferrero Rocher. Okay. It's that ASMR thing. ASMR for you guys. And then I'm going to eat it. Okay.
I feel sick.
Do you like that?
Do people actually do this?
Do you like the way I eat that food for you guys?
Oh, fuck. Stop! You freak.
If you do, leave a comment below. Tell me what you'd like me to eat next week. I'm doing this just for you guys. So, I'll eat whatever you want me to eat. Yeah, so that's how they move on YouTube, yeah? Don't ask me how I've seen it. Or you get them filthy octopus or flipping giant larvae eating freaks, bruv, where they just go pick up with a chopstick and it just squirts out, bruv. That is so clapped.
看在这么拼的份上，老铁，给小妮来个双击吧。
Oh,
But yeah. Honestly, Obviously, it's a whole waffle. It's not like I'm a waffle guy.
Shout out to the lady who made it.
Oh, we told her,
She's
listen, we're
nice
in
to
a
us.
bit of a rush.
Even though we've been in a rough.
Terribly sorry. In a rough.
Mouse
Pass
was so
me the
rude
keys
to her as
today.
well.
Fuck.
I was like, give me sugar now.
Yeah. I wanted a sachet of sugar for
You'll find out on the Instagram
prop.
page, and you'll see.
And I was like, can I get some sugar, please? And then I didn't want her to put it in the takeaway bag, in it, so I said, now. And she looked at me like, say, man was just raised in a zoo. I was like, no, I'm terribly sorry. I mean, like, you know, can I get some sugar? I'm using my hands at this point.
No, man.
It's just no zero. That knife and fork don't work, innit?
Oh, forget this, man. Eat that pizza.
If you understand this, berammis. Yeah? Berammis. So I'm taking the waffle and I'm dipping it into the ice cream with my hand. It's coming like a bread. Wow.
Bahamas.
Berammis, Allah. Min di kaya.
Okay.
Oh, snap. Snap. I should have thought of this because I'm going to have chocolate in my hand the whole episode. But this is actually tremendous. At this point, this is more so, or less about you guys getting a review, more about me enjoying this thing. Because it's good, look. Ah! It's good.
I love being a pig. So I love being a pig.
I find it very
Satisfying.
rude, distasteful, and just bad mannered to have both cheeks full of food. Does that make sense? It should be sufficient to have it in one. I just had two. That sounds butters.
He had his cheeks full of food.
Bro, I can't. Shall I?
Just batter it. Batter it like Atazayta. Atazaya. Azatata.
Zaitar.
What's his name?
Bav. Go Urban Chocolatier. Are you crazy? Look. Flipping hell. Hey. If I'm ever gonna plug a place, this waffle is bad. But that's 100% because I like waffles. I am a waffle man. I'm a waffle iron.
He's a waffler.
But bro,
Yeah, bro.
still over me still.
Switch that to me, bro.
This is good.
I'm finished. I've already finished my food. I did. I'm gonna have it after.
I'm done.
Alright, you finish while I talk about my dessert, yeah?
Talk about it dessert.
So guys,
Oh wow.
I'm gonna talk to you about my dessert. So I had the the Don Ferrero Rocci crepe.
I'm here. I'm right here.
Yeah, he's just gonna sort himself out because he's a
I'm just licking
dirty
my fingers
animal.
off cam.
He's a dirty animal. He's being naughty in the corner. He's in the naughty corner.
Blood. My hands are clean. I washed them obviously prior to this. Bravo. Sorry, carry on.
Thanks. Yeah, let me do my show now. Yeah, you go home.
You hear that?
Appearance, I would have given it a. It looked good.
Did.
It actually looked. They both look good. So I'd probably say, are we joint on this?
No. You do your
You
thing.
sure? Yeah.
Go on.
I'm gonna give
3,
mine
2, 1, 9. I just feel like you waited a split second longer till you hear the N from N to then respond.
Nate.
Nate
I
Diaz.
was gonna say 8.
Nick. You're gonna say Nate.
Nate. So I'm gonna give mine an 8 out of 10.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I wouldn't have given it a 9 because it was just chocolate sauce battered all over it.
Yeah, but that is why it looks good.
It does look bomb
The
though.
filthier the better. Sometimes filthy is good.
It's good. So I would give mine an 8 out of 10 though.
Isht.
Each out of 10.
Oh.
And yeah, I think it was.
No, that was presentation, bruv.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Appearance.
Appearance, sorry.
It looked good. Let's go on to the taste. It was perfect. I asked her for extra chocolate,
Oh, is it?
and she gave extra
I
chocolate.
never even heard that.
I'm a chocoholic, so I love it, and I like crepes. So you know, I was thinking to get strawberries, but what happened last time is when I got a crepe last time,
Butters.
the strawberries ended up evaporating by the time we got
Alright,
here.
so just to clarify, the episode he's talking about was the pilot episode that never made it. So we bought a waffle then. Do you remember? It never made it, bro. So you're going on like them, be like, what waffle did he have? This guy's just chatting rubbish.
Yeah, so yeah. Years ago we did an episode. Many years ago. I never made it live. We never put it on the TVs.
Is this mad? I'm spraying my hand with antibac so I can clean it. Don't know about blood. I'm not having it, bruv. I like to be clean. You feel me? Do you want some?
I feel it's bad for your hands, bro.
Oh well.
The skin's going all red now.
I'm a Redskin, Boston Redskin.
Boston Redskins.
Alright, cool. Continue,
Taste, I will give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. Boom.
If it was still warm or hot, it would have been better.
You can't fault them for that.
But I'm not exactly, so I'm giving them a 9 out of 10.
Okay, fair enough.
So that's me done.
Is that it? That was so, like, what's the word? Underwhelming. Alright, cool. So for me, presentation, tremendous. You can't go wrong. We said 9. It was a joint 9, wasn't it?
Joint 9.
No,
I
you said
went
8. You said 8. 9. Waffles for me are a very sexy looking thing.
Fudge.
Yeah? They look, blood, it's almost, I'm not going to call it a turn on, that's a bit much, innit? But they just, whoa, but a waffle over a crepe, whatever you want to call it, any day. Any bomba clot day. Yeah? So for me, that was bomb.
Why is that though?
Because it's like, I want that density. Do you get me?
Yeah, I see.
I want that bite, that little tug. Rah. Like with a crepe, it's just elastic, thin, and it's dead. It's not dead. It's nice. I don't mind. It's nice. It's not bad, but I just prefer a waffle a million times. If they tell me sorry, a waffle iron's broken, like, let me get a crepe, man.
Is that what it's called? Waffle iron?
Yeah, waffle maker.
I thought it was a waffler.
That's you.
Waffle.
Still,
I'm the waffle of Wall Street.
Luftwaffe.
Wow.
And then that was. But yeah, so for me it was sensational. What I would have preferred, obviously they scrimped slightly on the Ferrero Rochers because they weren't whole Ferrero Rochers. Obviously to make it easier for the average human to eat, not the animal, me, they halved them.
But that's what they do all the time.
Yeah, but I would like a whole thing. I would like 6 whole things rather than 3 halves.
Did you ask them?
No, because I don't know what to expect.
Well, that's your fault then. You're a faucet.
It's not my fault. That's their standard. I'm going to order their standard.
It's going to go below the standard.
I'm not going to change what is theirs because I'm reviewing it. I'm not making it
Below the best.
as nice as I like it to be so that I can give it a 10. Do you get me? But it was banging. Don't get it twisted. That's just me being an animalistic pig. Yeah?
An animalistic pig.
No!
Those pigs aren't animals.
Pigs don't go move. What do they do? Oink. How do you even do that, bruv?
What was that?
They squeal more than they do oink. Dogs do that. Okay, shut up. But yeah, so I'm going to have to say, I thoroughly enjoyed that. What would make it better? More. Another one.
This guy says this.
Another one. Yeah? So, to be honest, I'm going to say I love that. That was 10 out of 10, man.
What the
10 out of 10,
fridge?
bro. It was wavy, man.
Again?
I don't know if it's influenced by the fact that
You love
haven't eaten. I loved that. That was just wow. It was good. And usually, I'm not a big fan of the ice cream.
You're just a nice
This one, because it was already melted, it was just there. It was like a soup. Now that sounds buzz. It was more. You get me? It was like runny. A man could enjoy it more. It was like a sauce.
runny.
Wow, that's a 10 out of 10. Thank you.
Thank you,
Urban Chocolatier. Urban Chocolatier Wembley. Anti-U-Lot, because that was sensational. I'm going to try the other branches to compare and contrast. That's just for me. That's a private side project. Yeah? It's purely professional, strictly. But that was good. So, yeah. Everyone check that out. I can't stop doing that. Because I'm still enjoying it. It's still there. But yeah, everybody, whoever, like, if you see this review and you think, I wonder if I should try it, just try it a minute. And if you do try it, let us know. Because I've seen you putting it on your Insta and we repost it. I want to know if you enjoyed it. Did you agree with the ratings we gave it? For example, Creme's Cookies, when we did that one in episode 2 or 3. Did you enjoy it? Because you went there, courtesy of the Sweet Science Podcast. Tell us about it. Did you enjoy it? Did you eat that stupid soybean cookie that I disliked? And if so, did you like it? Because then it might just be a me thing. miso thing. You get me? But yeah, that was sensational. Once again, very, very happy with that. Onto the boxing, which we witnessed yesterday. It was nice and early, and I do like an early event, bro, because I can't deal with I can't deal with these late nights. AC still. I can't deal with these late nights all the time. You get me? I'm aging rapidly. Yeah. Look, the hair's not there. The bags are forming. The skin is sagging, and there are creases everywhere. Yeah, what they called wrinkles. Botox ain't cutting it for man because they can't get. I got bare bone. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've never tried Botox, but still. Yeah, so let's move on to the boxing. And I was very happy to see it start early and finish early. There was actually one fight that I wanted to talk about before we talk about the main event. Just because, I mean, I'll have to pull up the names, man. What was his name?
Who you talking
Do you know what I'm talking about? I even commented on the fight. That 10-rounder. It was a 10-rounder. It was a UK team.
You talking about Bentley?
Yeah, Bentley and Heffler or something like that was his name.
You're talking about the guy you compared to.
Yes,
Floyd's
yes.
opponent,
Let me get to it, man.
I thought you were going to talk about Bilal Ali.
Oh, you talk about Bilal Ali then.
Yeah, man. So basically, Bilal Ali, if anyone knows who he is or you don't know, he was an undefeated lightweight who was in the same camp as Anthony Yarde, the main event, who headlined the card. Bilal Ali was 4-0. Touted to be he was a prospect, but was, under the tutelage of Tunde Ajayi and, that whole Lions in the Camp thing, and, he just had this not big following, but, for someone 4-0, he, and he was in the right sort of camp and he was building a name for himself. Surprisingly and unfortunately lost on points yesterday.
Debut fight, huh?
Debut?
Was it?
No, it was 4-0.
4-0, sorry.
Yeah.
It's his first loss. It's debut loss.
Debut loss. Yeah. He lost to Ed Harrison, a guy who was 1-4.
Peak, bruv. No way. But that doesn't mean anything. It's like 1-4 don't mean nothing.
No, but
he's just better than the guy. He's probably just fought.
He was meant to go in there and beat him up.
Like, pad his record really, but pad Thai instead.
But he got pad tied.
He got pammed. He pammed his record.
I mean, he's still young. He's 24 years of age. He's only going to learn. I mean, I guess it's better to take a loss early on in your career anyway, so then instead of later on in the career.
Yeah, no doubt.
Just because it gives you that experience. But he took it like a champ. I saw his interview afterwards at IFL TV, and he just said it was written. He's a man of.
I love that.
He's a man of religion.
Spiritual man, yeah.
And he said it's written, and there's nothing I could have done, and nothing would have changed.
What a G.
He said, obviously,
it's a lesson learned.
Yeah, he just said the camp was obviously different. He's like, I'm not used to being under the spotlight like this, and I'm not used to
eyelash right there, bro. Sorry, man.
The Corona style training and stuff. He was like, but that's not an excuse. It's just part of it, and it's what it is. But he's like, I'm gonna come back definitely, and I'll be better than that.
Yeah.
So I think he understood it wasn't his best performance. He did look flat in there, and congratulations to Ed. And Ed did say afterwards as well in the post fight, if he wants a rematch, he can get it. So if I was Bilal, I'd take that rematch,
100%
avenge that, and move on because he's meant to be levels above this guy.
Yeah.
So let's see what Bilal Ali does. But good luck to you, brother, and hopefully you're on the podcast soon.
Hopefully, why not? You get me? You say that about everyone. He's coming on next week.
Stone Cold was meant to be here this week, but he got
Stone Cold pulled out. Sorry, last minute because he got
stuck in Texas.
He got a cold. Yeah, he's there. Texas in lockdown now, and he's stone cold. He thought, Larry, I got a sniffle, so I can't make it. But yeah,
his cold was made of stones. So
that's gonna be tumbleweed still. Okay, so the fight I wanted to talk about, I'm just gonna touch on it very briefly. It was a 10-rounder, and it was Mark Heffron versus Denzel Bentley. Yeah. Now I watched that fight from beginning to end without sound. I'm not gonna lie to you because we were out in it. I'll be honest. And from what I saw, and I said to Kash, I said, "Yo, listen, this Denzel Bentley guy, he's very, very defensive, almost too defensive, but he does counterpunch effectively. He counterpunches very effectively. Sometimes he misses the opportunities to counterpunch, but maybe that's something he's working on. Maybe it's something he needs to work on. Yeah, but Mark Heffron just couldn't really land very often. Obviously, at times he'll get a couple in there when he throws more than one or two punches, and it's a little bit more, there's a bit more volume, but he just couldn't get him. And any time he does throw a higher volume of punches, then he would just kind of roll it off, tuck his head away, almost give him his back, almost, yeah, but cover up nicely. And I was like, this is very, the name left me at the time, but this is very reminiscent to me of that guy. And I was like, that guy, that Mayweather said it was his hardest fight. And he was like, who are you talking about?
Yeah, the name.
And who did you say? You threw out a couple of suggestions, because it's not very well known that this guy is Mayweather's like.
He's not
well known either. No, he is, to be honest. If you know the game,
back in the day,
you know my man, innit? So I was talking about Emmanuel Augustus, and I was like, just that weird, like choppy. It's like it's almost like a dance, the way he'll move out of the way, and his feet move with his head. It's like rhythmic. Does that make sense? It's not boxing. It's not in and out. I'm saying he's stomping when he moves his, and it just really reminded me of that. And I thought it was both impressive and just interesting to see, yeah, because it's not a very common style of fighting, and I don't think he meant to. But I wouldn't be surprised if he said, you know what, that my movement kind of pays homage to Emmanuel Augustus, or this is inspired by my man, because it really reminded me of that. I was almost seeing him in the ring. It's so strange, but I just saw it straight away. So again, if this is something you agree with, I want to know if I'm talking crap to you guys, like if you're understanding or visualizing what I'm trying to say. So if you are, let me know if you watch the fight, if this is kind of something that you agree with or you saw at least. And the fight ended a draw. It was 95-95, yeah, 10 rounder. I didn't see it going that way. I thought he had easily, maybe, again, didn't rewatch the fight. I didn't take notes and say, oh, he won round 1, 2, 3, but lost round 4. I just saw him winning. Yeah. I watched without sound. I watched him.
He won,
saw him winning.
He won. I think he won.
Do you reckon?
Yeah.
He
is the common case of the counter puncher versus the pressure fighter.
Yes. But really this pressure wasn't enough.
Yeah.
And the counter punching just wasn't enough. But I think it was enough to get the win. Yeah. I think it was enough to win almost all the rounds.
That's what I'm saying. Again, it depends what the judges like, and that's what they always say.
Yeah.
It depends what the judges like. Some
I don't like that. What does this mean? It depends what the judges like. So if one judge likes, ring generalship and the other just likes, pressure or whatever. I mean, I'm just using random terms right now. So it's subjective on the day. That's bullshit. Do you understand me?
Of course.
It's got to be properly, like, there has to be set standards. Now there's much more in boxing than there are in the UFC anyway. Like, we know what judges look out for. There's the 4 or 5 main points, but they each have their own preference, so it's like weighted differently. Instead of it being 20%,
it shouldn't be like that, but it's just, unfortunately it is.
It's not. It's like, I kind of liked what he did with this, and I like the way he does that, so I'm going to give him that round.
I like the fact he walks forward.
It's got to be more statistical.
It's not like that. It
and
be like that.
Follow a better standard. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to get that off my chest. I know a lot of people disagreed with me on Instagram. A lot of people said, nah, actually, Hefner, Hugh Hefner, what's his name? Heffron,
yeah.
Zac Efron. He won the fight by 2 or 3 rounds. And to be honest, I don't mind, innit? Like, I'm not going to say, what, you're crazy. Nah, I'm just going to say that from what I saw, it looked like he was in control. Whenever he did kind of take a little bit of damage, he would roll it off. Shrug, yeah. He wouldn't really let anything. It wouldn't be like a sustained attack. Does that make sense? It would like 2, 3. All right, boom, move away. And a lot of the time he would turn his head completely, and it's not the best thing to do. But actually, it worked for him. Do you get me? Because he didn't take that many licks. But yeah, that's that. I just wanted to get that off my chest. If you agree, disagree, do let me know. We can have a discussion. And then we move on to the main event.
it's just annoying. I don't want to talk about
The
it.
main event pissed me off. I'm not gonna lie to you. It kind of frustrated me because first round I was like, okay, cool. You know what? He's sticking that jab. He's keeping that jab pumping, and he's kind of finding his range. He's doing all right.
Can I say something?
We're talking about Anthony Yarde here. Sorry.
So Anthony Yarde took on Spelman in the main event, 10-round fight in the light heavyweight division. And I just want to say one thing before we touch base on it. With Anthony Yarde, it's really frustrating. Yeah, is that I would have assumed or thought to myself, seeing this guy fight for not his whole career, but majority of his career. Yeah. Well, actually, I've seen most of it, nearly all his fights. You would expect him, especially after Kovalev performance, when he went to Russia,
Crazy.
and almost stopped him.
What an opportunity, man.
I would have expected him to grow tremendously and just develop
Absolutely.
Because I mean, you almost took out one of the best light heavyweights of this era, yeah,
Crazy.
yeah, of this generation. Almost took him out. In your first step up, you were fighting bums and journey or whatever you want to call them. You were fighting lower class opposition, and you jumped up. Like, you took a crazy jump, and you moved, and you went to Russia.
Well, you got praise even though it was a loss. Mad.
And I understand, obviously, since then he didn't fight. You know, he had some losses in the family. His father passed away, etc. So it was tough. And then obviously the pandemic, etc.
Man got battered in Corona from his family.
Exactly. So I get that. But then what I expect is if you're going to be at that level and you talk like you're at that level and you portray yourself to be this elite fighter, you go in there and you put on clinics or you make statements. And to me, he went back to the yard before the Kobe fight. It's the same thing.
Thank you.
It's the exact same thing in every fight.
You know,
Pity pat, pity pat, pity pat. Too much Philly show, too much shoulder roll, show off, show off, show off.
Yes,
and it's just
it's not even showing off. There is a fear of getting hit. He has a fear
like it.
of getting hit, and I'll tell you why I think this. Yeah, because he like, you know that throwing higher volume punches, okay, so more than twos and even threes maybe, yeah, the guy's gonna probably respond with something. So he just throws 1, 2, 3 as a maximum and steps back. If he's not just going jab, 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 jab. Jab.
And the way he jabs as well,
jab, that jab, that jab, this jab. And that's all he did. You understand? For a lot of the fight. He could have done so much more if he just threw. He could have stopped him sooner. Okay, he won the fight. Should we talk about that now or should we talk about his performance before we talk about the actual result? Because I didn't agree with that either.
Let's talk about the result first and then we'll go into actually the performance.
It was a stop. Was it the 6th round? Sixth round TKO.
It's the first time that Spelman's been stopped as well. And to be honest, the way the fight was going, it didn't look like he was going to get stopped.
The ref really peed me off, man.
He got hit.
He hit the canvas.
But he took a knee.
He took a knee. He probably was buying time. It's again on the replay. I thought it was a body shot.
He got stunned,
which got him delayed.
Yeah.
And it was one of them delayed reactions. Like,
but he was getting a few shots to the head.
Yeah, no, but one completely skimmed past him, and that is when he hit the canvas. Yeah, like he said, just when he took the knee. So he took the knee, went down to the canvas. Did I say campus?
No, you said canvas.
Oh, okay, went down to the canvas, and the ref's counting now. The ref gets to like 6 maybe, and he gets up and he's jumping up, and his hands are here, and he's raring to go.
Didn't look hurt.
I think the ref might have said, "Come to me." He's like, "Yeah, I hit," and then he stops it.
He didn't look hurt.
He was there.
I don't understand it.
His eyes were like, whatever you call it, like he was focused.
He didn't even look hurt when he went down.
He wasn't.
This is the bad thing. Before he took his knees, he didn't look hurt either.
He was just buying a little bit of time because I think he thought, oh, that one could lead. Like if I get another one of those, I might get knocked down. So let me just buy a bit of time. And he bought that time, but unfortunately, the ref didn't see it that way. Now I don't want to talk too much about because I understand what you saw was a knockdown, and maybe you saw something close up that we didn't see. Maybe he's not looking at the ref directly. Maybe he's looking towards Anthony Yarde again. Focus to get back in there because now I'm feeling better. I've shaken it off. But because he's not looking at you, I'm just assuming. I'm making up random scenarios. Because he's not looking at you directly, you're thinking, oh, he's not there. His mind's not in it. He's absent. Do you understand? But no, what I saw was a very, very focused Spelman getting up off the canvas after eight. He got to 8 maybe, ready to go, and it was shocking. I was fuming. I was like, what is going on? And then David Hay was like, yeah, he could have got him out sooner, in my opinion. Shut up, man. Shut up, bruv. He could barely land enough punches to win the round. Do you get me? He won the round just about. He won most of the rounds just about. But he was, and he could have taken him out quite easily, round 8, 9, or gone a distance. But to say that, you know, he could have taken out whatever he wanted to, there was an agenda, man. There was an agenda from the very beginning. You just wanted that fight you wanted him to win that fight. And it wasn't as sensational as you said. It wasn't sensational at all. In fact, it was lackluster, and it was like you said, I'm so sorry, I took over here. But it was an Anthony Yarde of old. It was a pre-Kovalev Anthony Yarde. A successful boxer, or a good boxer, goes into these fights with these elite fighters. And if you think that you're not ready, or if people think that you're not ready, they go in there, maybe even take the expected loss, even though he nearly won. Take the expected loss, but download that data. Download that fight data, and that stays with you. Look at Canelo. There's so much that he does now that is reminiscent of his only loss. Mm-hmm. Of his only loss, yeah, Mayweather. There is so much that he does. He downloaded... The guy's he's like AI, innit? He's like a robot. The guy took everything that beat him from Mayweather and applies it to his opponents, and that's why he's unbeaten since then. Do you get me? That is when this is your life, innit? This is when your boxing is, you're actual talented and you're good at what you do. Right now, Anthony, unfortunately, I don't think you're there, man. Unless you step it up. I don't know what it is. Again,
I'll be honest.
There's a couple of excuses.
In my opinion, yeah, from what I think he has all the tools in the world to do it. And I think he's a very, very good fighter.
He is.
It's the similar thing, and I don't think it's a discipline issue.
I know what you're gonna say.
Like Broner. It's like Adrian. Broner's problem was his discipline.
Yes.
I know, like Broner.
I don't think it's the same issue.
That's what I'm saying. It's not. But I'm saying when they fight, it's a similar thing. Where if Broner puts it on you, throws his just lets his hands go, he is the best. He's one of the best in the world. Mm-hmm. You see, people can't handle his speed. He's got pop in his punches. It's the same with Yarde. I know if Yarde really wanted to, even in the Kovalev fight, when he had Kovalev hurt, too slow. Finish. Killer instinct. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Do you know what I mean? Get onto him and end it there. Mm-hmm. None of this pity-patty Philly show all the time, 24/7.
What I saw...
You're not Mayweather. Yeah, everyone tries to be Floyd too much.
There's a focus on looking good and not being good. Do you understand? There's a focus on like... How do you explain it? If you were to
it's like, let me
illustrate,
like draw a fight. Football.
Yeah, go on then.
It's like playing fancy football instead of getting a victory.
Yeah, get the victory.
Everyone wants to do 100 passes before they score. Why not take 10, 15 passes, bang it top corner from outside the box?
Do that, or whatever he's talking about, until you're able to do both.
Correct.
Do you get me? You can look good, and yeah, you did win. You didn't actually look good. Like you
I'm seeing people
thought you looked good.
Sky Sports said he ruthlessly stopped him.
Shut up, man.
Bollocks.
These adjectives, there is an agenda, or they're just backing him because he's a prospect. But yeah, he's a prospect still, man. Do you know what I mean? Like
he's a fringe title. He's I don't know, man. I just expect more of him. Do you get it?
So much more. Because
he's good enough.
What I saw was a an Anthony Yarde that was afraid to get hit, so he didn't throw that many. Okay. In terms of like in combos, there was no like high number combos. He was throwing.
Well, that's what I'm saying. We saw it in the Kovalev fight.
Yeah,
is when he gassed out. He got stopped with a jab.
Yeah.
And I think that's
it's crazy, man. And someone who focused too much on how he looked as opposed to how he performed, and because he felt like he looked good, and yes, he got the win. It just wasn't impressive for me. It wasn't impressive. I was not impressed by that win. I don't even think the ref should have stopped it at that point. At least if it would have gone to round 8. For example, and we got another knockdown, then you know what I mean. It would have been devastating and all of this. It was not devastating, man, at all. No. But yeah, so I mean, he gets the win.
He gets the win and whatnot, and he moves on. There's the fight which the date hasn't been. That's why I was checking on my phone to see if the date had been confirmed, maybe today or while we've got him coming here. His British dust up with Lyndon Arthur. Lyndon's another Londoner. Oh, sorry, he's not Londoner, is he?
No,
Well, the British fight, Lyndon Arthur versus Anthony Yarde, they've been going back and forth for months.
Yeah.
You know, talking trash and saying they're going to knock each other out. He's from Manchester.
Still. Oh, you got that quick.
So yeah, I want to see them two fight, and then obviously the fight that everyone's talking about, and the actual the actual sort of touted and potential super fight in the division is Anthony Yarde versus Joshua Buatsi.
What? Buatsi!
So we're looking at that. That could be down the line. So yeah, as long as Yarde keeps winning and Buatsi keep winning, we'll get that, because that's been talked about for quite a long time, and
It has.
I think they both want it, and it's a good fight, very good fight. I see that being a fire fest.
Yeah. I'd like to see that fight. It's true. Oh, sorry. You put this on silent. Oh, that's the laptop that's making that noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I leave it. But yeah, man. You were saying Anthony versus Buatsi. That would be quite sick though. That would be nice to have a fight.
Good fight.
I'd like to see that. But that's a while away though. I don't think it's going to be anytime soon.
No, it'll probably be in a year or so. Maybe end of next year or something like that. I don't see it happening anytime soon.
No.
Sorry.
And you've got a lot of anticipation for these as well.
Yeah.
You have to, because that's the new business model. Build anticipation, build. Fight almost when it's too late, because that's just what seems to happen.
What's the latest with Canelo?
He's taken them to court, innit?
He's filed a lawsuit.
He's filed a lawsuit against DAZN and Golden Boy, because apparently he's not making enough money from his fight. So he was how much was it in total? 600 million, something like that. I can't remember the actual contract.
The DAZN contract.
The DAZN contract was like 530 million. I can't remember the exact number, yeah. But there was a guarantee of $43 million per fight, 42, 43, something like this. And he has said, I'm not getting that money.
$365 million contract.
Oh, completely wrong, yeah? $360-something million contract with a guaranteed purse of $42 million, something like that, per fight. And he's just not been getting paid in it. He's had 3 fights now under this contract. This 11-month deal, 11-fight deal, sorry. Man's going on like he's flipping EE. 11-month contract, rolling. And then he's just not happy with not receiving 43 million. I wonder what he is receiving. They're probably saying, listen.
They give you free.
Yeah. No. He's getting big numbers and he's probably 30 to 35 anyway. But obviously he's not happy, because you're expecting a certain amount. Even if you say, what? He's telling me 35 is not enough. 35 million is enough. But that's not what I was told I'm going to get. So I don't care if it's enough or not. Do you get me? And you don't know what I'm using that money for. For me, you've told me I'm going to be getting it. I've actually spent it all in my head. It's already gone. I'm supporting 10 families. I'm doing this with it. Do you understand? It doesn't matter what he's doing with it. That's his money. You've told him he's going to get it.
That's the agreement. It doesn't matter what. It's like someone signing a contract and then say, we can't meet the terms of the contract. Let's meet you 3/4 of the way. Sorry, it doesn't work like that. Once it's signed on the dotted line, you have to meet that. Doesn't matter what it is and how close you are. You're a pound off. I'm sorry, mate. You signed a contract, you're a pound away. Get that pound.
Bro, it's crazy. So I feel like DAZN bit off more than they can chew.
I know, so does I.
They just started signing everyone. They tried to just.
You've got to think about it. They gave him an 11-fight contract, and we were talking about this 11-fight deal. He doesn't even have 11 fights. Like, he can't. I don't
think he's got 11 fights left in his flipping career.
No, he does.
Obviously, but how long he? Yeah. How few and far between his fights now?
He fights twice a year.
When did he fight last? Was it Triple G? No. Who did he fight last?
Wasn't it Danny Jacobs?
Nah. Oh yeah, it wasn't Triple G. Let's find out.
Let me check. You talk to them what you're saying. You finish your sentence.
DAZN were just overly excited. They had a fat budget. And they had all these fighters that they could sign up, and they went to America and just started tempting everyone. What's his name?
Sorry,
Mikey Garcia.
Kovalev.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bruv, so there's Mikey Garcia. I don't know if they signed him in the end, but he was meant to be signed by them. He's like, yeah, they approached me, but I don't know. I'm gonna talk to my dad. There was a whole bunch of big names that saying, nah, I'm not on it, or. Some of them are like, oh, they approached me actually, and
they signed two. They signed two of the biggest.
Hella names, yeah.
They signed GGG and Triple G and Canelo.
Yeah, I mean that's.
But it's not even that. It's you can sign all these guys, and whatnot. Yeah, it's just specifically talking about Canelo. You've given him an 11-fight deal, and he's only going to be in big fights.
Exactly.
I don't see 11 opponents out there for him who are big enough to warrant that money that you need to give.
Do you know what he said? He goes, "Why didn't you just fight Triple G 11 times?"
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Just fight Triple G. That's the only fight that you
Just
can make.
do it
that will make that
11
money.
times. So when
Because it
Triple
will be
G's
that
100
close.
years old,
11...
you hear me?
Canelo fights twice a year,
Sends
yeah?
him to bed.
So how many fights has he got left on this deal? He's had 3 or 4
So
fights.
he's had 3 fights on that contract.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No.
Fielding, Jacobs and Kovalev.
Yeah.
Were the 2 Golovkin fights on the zone?
I don't think
Or the
they were.
HBO pay-per-view, both of them?
I don't know, bro.
I think they're both HBO pay-per-view.
Probably. I don't know, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fielding, Jacobs and Kovalev, yes?
Yeah, Fielding was his first one because it was the free.
They're moving up in
free
weight,
fight,
yeah. So he's had 3 fights. So that means 11 take away 3 is 8. He's got 8 fights left, yeah, on this deal.
Mathematician,
Yeah? Which means he fights twice a year. So 2 divided by
4
8
years.
is 4. So 4 years of Canelo versus Triple G. Yeah?
That is sick.
Triple G is how old? 36 now.
Yeah, so
he'll be 40 and he will be
B-hop the alien
and
kind
he
of
will
level.
be losing split decisions every single fight to Canelo. Yeah? Because they're not going to knock each other out.
To knock him, exactly.
They're not going to stop each other. Both got chins made of aluminium
I think the
foil.
last fight,
Foil.
yeah, aluminium foil. The last fight should be them in their wheelchairs, or just give them a pad each and let them play on the PS5.
Yeah, everyone thinks Canelo's that old. Like he's still young. He's not,
No, but I know, but he's going to be taking damage from Triple G in the previous
it
7
doesn't matter
fights.
to them though. They're just not normal.
No, man, I'm telling you,
They've
that has an
got
effect.
the best chins in the business.
They do have solid chins.
They
But
do.
yeah, who is he? Like, it's true. Realistically, who's he going to fight? Which 8 people is he going to fight? Oh, okay.
Let me think of.
Rematch here
Let me
and
give
there.
you. Give me 8 names off the top of your head.
I can't.
Okay, Golovkin again.
All right, we do want to
and
see
that's
that.
it. Third one, and I think after that, if Canelo wins, it's done. If Golovkin wins, then I think you can go again. Like I actually genuinely think you can.
You can.
You can turn this into a pack of Marquez.
I think even more than that.
You
I
could
think
do it
go
more times
6
than
fights.
that. Because I don't see what happened with Marquez and Pacquiao in the last fight
Yes.
happening
Such
against
a
these two.
statement.
Do you know what I mean? After that, like it's really hard to come back. Even though Pacquiao's winning, Marquez said, "Bro, I knocked you spark out. I don't need to fight you again."
Yep.
Every other fight was touch and go,
Yeah.
and the last one slept.
Finished. That was a statement.
I don't see that happening. So you could see. Let's say Canelo does win that. Yeah, that's Golovkin. You've got 7 more opponents. I can see him fighting Billy Joe.
Yes, I want that fight. I want this fight.
6 more.
Mhm.
Both the Charlos.
Okay.
Would he take them fights? They're risky fights, but I think he beats both of them.
Yeah.
I don't think the Charlos are as good as they think they
No,
are.
they're not.
And then that's 4, so that's halfway there. It's a struggle. Does he fight Danny Jacobs again? No. Does he fight Derevchenko?
Yeah, I believe.
He's one of the best in the division.
He is, man.
That's 5. Does he move up and fight Callum Smith?
No. I don't.
Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's just annoying, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because this guy fights in bare divisions anyway.
Yeah.
So it gives him the opportunity. There are names for him to fight. But what my point is he doesn't have the super fight. Like he can't fight. He can't fight a bloody Charlo or give me another guy. Who's that guy? Dimitri Bivol at light heavyweight.
And
They
expect
talked
to
about-
make 43 mil.
Yeah, he's not a Golovkin.
Yeah.
And even Golovkin's not that big. Like Golovkin's big,
Unfortunately, yeah.
but even Golovkin's not a Pacquiao, Canelo,
Nah.
Mayweather,
He's
Cotto
not,
kind of
he's not,
guy.
he's
Do
not,
you get it?
He's not.
And Golovkin is the max. I think Golovkin is the top he will be able to fight in terms of pay-per-view numbers.
No, but Billy
in terms
Joe,
of numbers,
Billy Joe might make big numbers.
I don't
man.
think he'll do more than Golovkin though. No way.
What
no.
made more, the rematch or the first one?
The rematch, I think. Actually, I don't know. Both were huge.
Nah, Billy Joe has got a mad following, man.
In the UK, he does, but Golovkin's got the whole of Eastern Europe. He's got the Russians, Kazakhs, and then he's got a lot of American fans. America loves Golovkin.
But that man don't pay for flipping pay-per-views, bro. But then again, neither are the Travellers, innit? Billy Joe and them, like, they're not going to do it.
They might, you know.
Nah.
They're very supportive.
Yeah,
It's tough, man. It's a weird paradigm.
Yeah.
And like the only like unless he fights Pacquiao or catchweight, which wouldn't happen.
I don't even want to watch that.
You know?
I wouldn't. That wouldn't entice me.
No,
I've lost all. Is this deep? But like, I don't rate Pac no more.
I
I
do.
think that's it.
I do. No, I don't. He beat Keith Thurman. And I think if he stays in the welterweight division, 140 and 147, I think he's got another year or so too in him. Because I do think he's better. He can fight a lot of these guys. Like I could see him beating Sean Porter.
Really?
I can see him beating Danny
yeah,
Garcia.
I can see him beating. I can't see him beating Garcia, man. I'm quite.
I think he'd pick Garcia apart with that speed. I think Porter's a tougher fight for him because Porter's a come forward, pressure fighter, just a bulldog. I can't see him beating Spence and I can't see him beating Crawford, but I can see him beating everyone else in the division. Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's just.
Like I can see him beating Garcia. I can see him beating Khan. I can see him beating if Rook
I don't
comes
even
back
want to
down.
see Khan fight. Unfortunately, I don't see Khan beating many people now.
No, neither do I. I love the guy to beat, but
I've got a lot of respect for him. He has the balls of
an ox.
a flipping ox, yeah, because he took on these fights.
But it's done now.
But he's just not there.
The one thing he had relied on, which was his speed. I mean, he's
it's
still quick.
not fading. It's not fading.
I
just think his heart is not. He's not in it no more. He
not
doesn't
in it.
train as hard as he should do.
He's not.
He focuses on these stupid Maxi Muscle adverts. Do you get me? Yeah, it was wavy what he did, but like, just train in it. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? He goes into these fights. He's just after big names because they're maximum money. Apparently, Kell Brook fight would have made him more P, but he
doesn't want that fight. I'm a Khan fan. He don't want that fight.
Yeah, he doesn't. Want
I'm a Khan fan, and he does not want that fight. No matter what he says, it really pisses me off because if he had better marketing skills or he had someone to help him, he could make it seem like he wants to fight.
Yeah.
But the way he goes on, he always said like for years.
He's not the smartest guy, but
All right.
he doesn't even know how to talk.
Do you remember that on ringside with Johnny Nelson and Adam Smith? Kell Brook and Amir Khan sat next to each other and spoke about a fight about 8 years ago. 7
I
years
don't
ago.
remember this, man.
Alright, so they sat together and then Khan was at 140 at the time, Brook was at 147. And then Brook and Khan were arguing about the fight, whatever, and Khan was like, oh, I schooled you back in the day, and Kell was like, no, Babe, you didn't, Babe, Khan, you didn't do it, Babe. And they just argue in the back, they used to spar together back in the day, apparently, because Sheffield and Bolton's local to each other. And something to do with the GB squad, whatever, you know, all these guys always know each other somehow.
Yeah, of course.
And then they spoke about potentially having a fight, blah blah blah. And Khan said, "You win a world title, and I'll fight you." Brook won a world title, didn't fight him. Then Khan said, "Fight a big name, and then I'll fight you." Fought Golovkin and Errol Spence. Didn't fight him. Then Khan said, then Brook moved up to 154. Khan said, "Move back down to 147, and I'll fight you." Kell Brook said, "I'll do it. I'll move back down just for that fight." Khan didn't fight him.
Wants that fight.
I know what it is, yeah. As much as some of Khan fans won't admit it, and he won't admit it. And I'm a Khan fan, like Max. Obviously. But he doesn't want to give him that payday and get beaten by him.
Oh, you reckon that's what it is?
100%.
Some dirty nuzzle you, man.
If you don't like someone that
Bad
much,
man, bro. I don't want you to eat off me.
Yes,
my loss.
And beat me. Because then, think
You're
about it.
mad.
For years, he's been downplaying Kell.
Yeah.
For years. Imagine you've been saying, for years, you're not on my level. You're not on my level. You will never beat me. You will never. Your career was never as good as mine. I fought the likes of the Maidanas, the Judas, the Kotelniks. That's what he always used to say. I double weight world champion, unified. Blah, blah,
He
blah.
was sick though.
And you know, at one point he was touted to be the best in Britain. Blah, whatever it was, yeah.
100%, yeah.
You don't want, because he knows deep down he's faded drastically, yeah.
Yes.
You don't want the potential. You don't even want to think about someone who you really dislike making the biggest money of his career and sparking you up.
Yeah, yeah.
Because stylistically, I said this years ago. I said it to you, I said it to Shum, I said it to Bearman. A couple of years ago, when Khan first moved to Virgil Hunter, when he fought Luis Collazo and Devin Alexander, that Khan would have smoked Mayweather and smoked Pacquiao.
Yeah.
That Khan was... Remember we watched them fights?
Mayweather, I always believe that Khan could have taken him.
Yes.
Khan had too much speed for Mayweather, and he was precise with his punches.
And that
Understand?
range. Like, Paulie said it. Paulie Malignaggi, and he's knowledgeable. Like
He
Oscar
is,
De La Hoya
he's
said.
actually
De La Hoya
right.
said, but obviously, De La Hoya only said it because he was promoting
benefit
Khan
him,
at the
yeah,
time. He was
exactly.
Golden Boy fighter at the time. But, you know, he believed it. And Eddie Hearn said it as well, I think. He'll give him a fight. Ricky Hatton said he would beat him.
That's crazy.
Paulie Malignaggi said he'd beat him. A lot of guys said he'd beat him. And Paulie said it's not the fact he's quick, it's his control of range. He's taller than most of these guys. He's like 5'9", 5'10", something like that. And most of the welterweights are like 5'6", 5'7", 5'8". and he's got long arms. His arms are long. Like you see him when he jabs and he throws the shots. It was that range and that speed, and I just don't think Mayweather wanted it at that time.
Yeah.
Come on, he did the poll. Who should I fight, Maidana or Khan? Khan won it, and he still fought Maidana. Did you get it? And then obviously he's told Khan, you fight on my undercard. Dumbest, like I would never do that. He fought on the undercard. He's like, fight on my undercard, and I'll put you on the main card. I'll fight you. Fought on the undercard of that first Maidana fight, and yeah, just got bullied.
Good.
He destroyed Luis Collazo, destroyed Devon Alexander, and that was the time Khan would have fought Brook and beat him.
Yeah.
Because Brook was coming off that devastating loss to Golovkin, and then he came back a year later or whatever it was because he had that eye problem.
His eye socket got pammed, didn't it?
And he moved back down, shed all that weight, fought Errol Spence in a good fight,
Crazy.
but then got stopped again. Yeah. With his other eye got bullied as well. Did you get it? After that, you should have taken him on. That was the best time. Now it's too late.
No, 100%. It's too late.
And even Paulie said in that same interview, Khan beats Mayweather Pac, but I don't know if he beats Brook.
Mad thing.
Styles make fights. People don't understand it. Styles make fights.
110%.
It's never you beat this guy, so I beat him as well because you beat him. It's so mad. Boxing's weird. Styles make fights.
100%.
Like, I see. If we talk about the four guys, yeah, Porter, Garcia, Furman, and Spence. Most of them have fought each other now. Garcia's fought Furman. Garcia's fought Porter, Porter's fought Furman, Porter's fought Spence. Like, they're all fighting each other. Garcia's fighting Spence next. Yeah. But they've all beaten each other. Like, it's weird. The only one that hasn't lost is Spence. But they've all fought each other and done this and done that. Like, it's weird. Like, Garcia beat Thurman. Sorry, Thurman beat Danny Garcia. But then Sean Porter beat Danny Garcia. But Thurman beat Sean Porter. Does that make sense? Yeah. I don't even know if what I said makes sense. When I watch it back, 100%. I think I might have bullied it. But what I'm trying to say is, one person beat that guy, the other guy beat that guy, but then
it's
that
not
guy
like
beat that.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a pecking order like that because you beat my man, so theoretically you're at the top now. Because, like you said, because styles make fights. You know, A versus B versus C, the results will vary. Does that make sense? It's not going to be A, B, C. It's going to be CBA or whatever in it. Can't be asked. But yeah, no, it's crazy, man. 100%, I believe, wholeheartedly would have been I'm not going to say easy for him, for Khan to beat Mayweather, but I would have gone in there and said, yeah, he'll take it.
I'll take back what I said about smoke.
Yeah.
I said he would smoke him. I was just saying that, like, but he
would have an answer for his defense.
I think he would have beat him. I just think he would have beat him.
Yeah.
It would have been a good fight. Like, don't get it twisted. Mayweather was the best of this generation. Yeah.
Styles make fights, though, innit?
And like Floyd proved that any style that came to him, he would adapt. Crazy. But I think at that point in his career, especially when I watched that first Maidana fight and how sluggish he looked, I don't know if he did it on purpose. You know how Floyd is very tactical. He knows what he's planning fights ahead. He knew he was going to fight Pacquiao in his 46th fight. Was it 46 when he beat Pac? 46. And then 47 Maidana, 48 Maidana, 49 Alberto, 50 McGregor. Yes, I know everything.
Wow,
he's so smart,
genius.
46. Like, he knew a couple fights before. He's like, I knew. Like, he always knows like what was gonna happen, and maybe he didn't expect Maidana to come out the way he did, and Maidana put on a super fight for that first one.
Yeah.
Like, when I watched it live, I was like, I swear I think Maidana's won this. And maybe he knew if I put up a close fight now, I can avoid Khan and rematch, and then take the rematch against Maidana. Maybe I wouldn't put it behind past Floyd to do something like that.
The whole thing was tactical.
But at the same time, I saw chinks in that armor, especially around that time, because I don't think he was as unstoppable and unbeatable as he could have been. And the way I saw Khan fight Luis Collazo that night, boy.
No, I didn't. Yeah.
Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's.
Moving back to Canelo, sorry on that. No, because we sort of cut it off.
Yeah, for real.
With Canelo, what I'm trying to say is, all this style make fight stuff is mad. I just don't see anyone beating him. There are many styles. The only time I see him being beaten is if he goes up to light heavyweight again. Because he did take an old Kovalev.
Yeah.
Bivol, Bertagiev.
Yeah, he's not ready.
These men are serious killers.
Heavyweight, to be honest. You're right.
Turn that AC on, bro.
Yeah, sorry, brother. I was freezing earlier.
Thank you, Baba. So yeah, just Best thing to probably do is fight Golovkin 8 more times, and that's it, and get your money. I don't know what's happening.
To be honest, I would probably watch every single fight if it was Triple G every time, because like you said, these punches and this devastating these batterings they take don't really affect them. They just keep coming forward, and I just like to see that. But yeah, there's not much for him, and they didn't think it through. They did not think it through, and they gave him that. What's the first guy's name again?
Who?
The first fight he got under the with that
Rocky Fielding.
Rocky Fielding. That was served him on a plate. Really, everyone was like, no, don't underestimate him. Well, he was overestimated in the end, and he still lost. Do you get me? But that was promo, innit? To say, look, remember, this is why he's worth 350 million or whatever the value was. Do you understand? This is why, and obviously it was a free fight. Like, it was literally like a teaser, innit? Try this and come back for another later. Yeah? First one's on the house. But yeah.
It's talking about that division.
Yeah.
And I mentioned the two brothers earlier, Charlo brothers. They're coming. They've got fights booked for the same night as Costa and Adesanya.
Is it?
The 26th. They're fighting as
I know
well.
I'm going to be watching.
So do I, brother. Jamal Charlo is taking on Sergey Derevyanchenko for the WBC middleweight title. And Jamel Charlo's taking on Jason Rosario. So they're both, no lie, they're both taking on tough
challenging fights, yeah, 100%. Respect to them for that.
Jamel's taking on Jason Rosario at 154, which is the super welterweight, like middleweight, whatever you want to call it. But they're taking on tough fights. Like Jason Rosario's a beast as well. He's 20 and 1, 14 knockouts.
Mad.
He's the guy that just stopped Julian Williams.
Okay, well,
J-Rock. He's the one that knocked J-Rock.
Yes.
After J-Rock
he
won the title from Charlo.
Yeah.
So they both got tough fights, and let's see what happens. I mean, if Jamal, which is the one who's at middleweight, which is Canelo's weight, beats Derevyanchenko, Derevyanchenko's been has lost twice. Once to Danny Jacobs and once to Golovkin, and both were tough fights. Derevyanchenko's one of the best in the division. So Charlo puts on a good performance. If he stops him, he might be able to set up a Canelo fight. But this whole, I don't know what's
there's a lot that can be made. There's a lot that can be done, but I don't see how Canelo's 8 remaining fights will continue to engage. And it's not just about engaging us. It should more be like each fight should be more impressive than the other. Does that make sense? What? Definitely. He's taking on Canelo, so he's taking on Triple G. Who's next?
But that's what happened though. So far, like, I'm not gonna lie, the 3 fights. Okay, Rocky Fielding was a bit whatever, but it was built as the moving up to another division to fight for a title, 4-weight or 5-weight champion, whatever it was. He won that as he was expected to do. Then he stepped up to fight. We didn't step up to fight Danny Jacobs, but it was a step up from Fielding.
Yes, in caliber.
He beat Danny Jacobs, and then he went on to light heavyweight to fight Sergey Kovalev. So they were getting better.
Yeah.
Did you get it?
Yeah. You can't keep doing that, exactly.
You can fight Golovkin, which will be probably the best, and then what does he do after that? Do you know what I mean? He could do what a Pacquiao's doing and take on the younger guys and smack them up, like John Jones was doing at light heavyweight. Wow. Not that he was smacking them up, John Jones, because he struggled.
He was.
But he was taking. He said, "I'm going to fight all the upcomers because that's what I wanted to do when I was. Well, that's what I was before, and I want to give these guys a chance." So Canelo.
He just violated them all, weren't you?
So I don't know.
Yeah,
that's it. Canelo story.
Canelo. Let's just see where his, what his future was, and let's see what happens with this flipping lawsuit that he's filed, and if he's going to get his money. But to be honest, that's not as interesting as the fights that we're going to see happen. UFC also took place yesterday. What was it?
Fight Night.
Was it Fight Night? It would be Fight Night 9 if it was that.
I think it was.
Anyway, we had. You wanted to touch on the co-main, innit?
Yeah, we can talk about whatever, all of them. Not all of them.
No, I'm not bothered.
Not all of them
because
let's talk about the I mean, it was a good card, a very good card. Dana loved the card.
Yeah.
But let's talk about
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to find what I think it was 8.
No, 8 was last week.
Sorry, 9. Sorry, I think it was 9. I can't find it anyway.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. But we'll talk about the guy from Rabat. Otman
The Moroccan Nightmare. I had to make that
Azaitar. Took on so Otman Azaitar.
Rootsman!
Khamaworthy. Khamaworthy.
Kwana Warka.
Why do you say that word?
That's Afghan, bro.
No, but why do you know that?
It's like a.
Just stop it.
Like if your dad or
Just
something.
stop it.
I think it means.
Karma was the guy who beat Louis Pena. That weird ginger Mexican Canelo, but not mixed race, light skinned looking guy who just got banned for substance. The ganja.
Is it?
He's a bit of the ganja man.
Excuse me while I light my spliff.
Should that be allowed? Should you be banned for smoking weed?
No.
It
doesn't. It's not performance enhancing.
I don't understand.
In fact, you probably go in there a little bit lazier.
I mean,
and hella hungry.
For some man.
How?
Nick and Nate.
You know, but how does it?
They love it. They just want to be in their own world.
I mean, I've never dabbled with this stuff, but I know that when you're, are you intoxicated? When you're intoxicated with marijuana, like.
Should we try some? I've got some.
Alright, boom, let's do it.
Get.
It's got a numbing like effect, so it's like a painkiller, which is why it's medicinal, and why a lot of people use the CBD oils and stuff like that, because it's a bit of a painkiller. But that's only while you're taking. So unless you're gonna buy the Zombie before you go into the fight, and then go in there high, which means you're gonna see no punches coming. You're gonna get taken down and probably just be like, "Hey man, this shit is nice, man," and just get your arm taken. I don't see how it is a performance enhancer.
It's not
by any measure. You get me?
Any stretch.
It shouldn't be a ban.
Or the imagination.
Any stretch. It shouldn't be a ban. You should just say like I'm not trying to say if you want to ban you can ban, but like that doesn't affect you. Even Coke, innit? Again, unless you're taking it before the fight, that's a pre-workout type to get it like I'm ready to go, man. Hit me. Do you know what I mean?
Do you know about Coke?
What?
Do you know about Coke?
I don't know.
Coca-Cola.
But yeah, unless you're unless you're taking these things before the fight, they shouldn't really affect your misuse. Or that should be considered drugs use or misuse.
Silly, man. Silly. But yes. So Otman took on Khama and badded him up. First round stoppage. TKO.
It was a bit weird at the beginning. They were both reluctant to throw anything.
Yeah, but they're both
kind of just
18 knockouts between each other.
Yeah, exactly.
18 knockouts between each other. So they're big punches. So at the beginning, I understand it's going to be a bit cagey, a bit wary of the punching power and who's doing what. Yeah. So yeah, I understood that. But then Otman does what Otman does best, and he just comes forward and just throws punches. He's a bit wrecky.
Hurtsman.
And caught him with a weird. It wasn't even a 1-2. It was like a hook.
Yeah.
Or overhand right hook.
It was an overhand.
He went boom,
but
boom.
It was very reckless.
And he hurt him. And he clocked him.
But it was effective nonetheless.
And then he got in close, started uppercutting.
So he's on the floor at this point? Or you talk about
just before he dropped.
Okay, sorry.
And then come in close, start uppercutting, like throwing all these short, sharp punches.
Yes.
Dropped him, and then just...
It's just a collection of punches.
He was down.
He was on his hands and knees.
Khama was down, head down, in that sort of turtle position. And Otman just going boom, hammer fists to the head, uppercuts, boom, whatever he was doing.
Hammer fist, then.
Sorry, I was hammer fist. He wasn't even doing that. He was just uppercutting his head in from the bottom, and I almost said hammer fist.
I said
screwdriver elbow. Rewind it.
Here we go.
Hammer fist.
Hammer.
Yeah. And the referee stopped it, and then Hammer got up, and he was like, "What's going on?
I'm fine. I'm fine." Yeah, you see, there's ones. Again, it's
the instinct of a fighter, man. You don't want to.
It's true. He's in his head. He's still processing. I can get out of this. How can I get out of this? What should I do? I'm gonna cover up. But at the same time, you're doing all of that, and it's actually a lot slower than you think you're processing this information, and you're getting weighed in. So the ref has to stop it because you should be able to respond instinctively rather than. You know what I mean? Like when you're getting licked like that, do something. Fight or flight. You know what I mean?
And then the main event basically was the ladies. The ladies took to the floor.
Ladies. Shush. Right. Sorry, man. It was.
Stop it.
I can't even reference R. Kelly anymore. I can't reference that guy's name. Can I?
Michelle Waterson took on Angela Hill in the main event of the night, and what a fight!
What a
war!
went the distance.
Went the distance, and Michelle
La
Waterson.
distancia.
Huh?
So it's the distance.
Sorry, Michelle Waterson took the split decision.
Very close.
And it was a very, very good fight. Michelle and Angela put on a good. I mean, for a fight that wasn't meant to be the main event, they really did take that.
They turned it into one.
And even Dana said I had it 2-2 going into the last round. I thought Angela probably won the fight in my opinion, but it was a razor sharp. Like, it could have gone either way. It wasn't a robbery. It wasn't this crazy. You got robbed, blah blah blah. No, so I mean, just the difference was basically, I think Michelle threw more shots. Michelle threw 361 total strikes in comparison to Angela, who threw 278. So almost 100 more punches, just about 90 odd, whatever it is. And however, Angela landed at a 50% rate, so she landed literally half her shots, whereas Michelle Waterson landed 39.5, so about 40%. So it was there was no submission attempts. Michelle Waterson went for 18 takedowns.
Crazy numbers.
And only landed 1. So, the takedown defense was very good from Angela Hill.
Oh, what the takedown attempts just did? Was it a bit of both?
A bit of both. But a good fight in the end, and the Karate Hottie took the victory.
Such a shit name, bruv. It doesn't even rhyme. It's like Karate Hottie, Karate Hardy. Like, shut
but
up,
obviously
bruv.
in American it's different, Karate
Whatever,
Hardy.
bruv, man.
Whereas us is Karate Hottie.
Butters ting, bruv. Karate Hottie.
Karate Hottie.
That don't work. That don't make no sense.
But yeah, I think Angela Hill probably should have taken the fight.
I said Karate Hottie.
So I don't know what I've been told. Gorgon nights so good as gold.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd like to see the rematch. I think Dana should book that rematch. And but on that note,
rematch.
Bun them. Don't even talk about them. Bun them.
I mean, it was a good fight. They did a good job of turning what's not supposed to be a main event fight to
They
a main
took
event.
They took it and ran with it. And congratulations, it was a good fight. I want to see the rematch.
100.
Because I think Angela deserves it. She's 35 years of age.
Mad.
But she's getting better and better, as Dana said. They won fight of the night as well. So congratulations on the bonuses.
So 50 bags each.
50 G's, baby! But quickly, before we do depart and go...
50 bags don't sound like much anymore.
Before we
50
depart,
grand, yeah.
we quickly, for next week, we are very excited because Tyron Woodley and Colby Covington will finally meet.
Wow.
I'm joking. In the Goctagon. In the Goctagon. In the Goctagon. In the Gloctagon.
You know what he's got on his mind?
Shut the fuck up. I don't know, I'm tired now. Who else is on the card? Hazmat is back.
Oh! It's not
Chimaya.
Hazmat, bruv. It's not flipping
So,
Hazmat's material, man. It's Hamzat.
Hamzat is back in the octagon again.
Yeah.
He's taken on I forgot to pronounce his
hard.
name.
Whatever.
But yeah, that guy said he's gonna bat Hamzat. He's not gonna be able to fight in October.
Yeah.
Physically. So
Yeah,
I
we'll see
can't
about
wait
that.
for that.
We'll see about that. I mean,
can't wait. It's
I'm
good. I
excited.
want someone to come in
I
with that
know,
mentality
yes.
to bad him up. And
I
let's
don't
see
want him
what
to get
happens.
bagged up.
I
I
don't
just want to
I wanna
see him challenged.
I want to see him.
I want to see how he's
overcome
going
some
to...
adversity.
There
I'll
we
see him
go.
get cracked. I'll see him get taken down.
That's what I'm saying. Now, how does he deal with it?
Yes, brother.
I don't know,
Yes,
brother.
brother.
I don't know, brother. I just give me money, give me fight. That's
And then
what
the
he says,
following
bruv.
week, my brother,
My brother.
is the big one.
Oh my! I am so
Sorry.
Whoa,
Before I go into that,
soy sauce.
Donald Cerrone's back.
Oh yeah, who's he fighting?
He's fighting Nico Price.
Okay, that's not a bad fight at all.
Johnny Walker's returning.
Yes.
Johnny Walker's back after that loss. He's fighting Ryan Spann. Mackenzie Dern is on the card. Do you know?
Is this all next week or the week after?
This is all the Colby card.
Okay, so that's next week.
Yeah, next Saturday.
Wow, that's something.
Mackenzie Dern, if you don't know Mackenzie Dern, she's the one who's the American-born Brazilian. Her accent's changed now somehow. So she went from talking normally like an American.
And she fight
She
you.
fight, and now she wants to be.
You are like combat.
People say it's a fake accent, whatever.
Doesn't matter.
Whatever. Mackenzie's back on the card. So
put
and Kevin Holland versus Darren Stewart as the first start of the fight. The first fight of the card. And then we go on to the next following week, and we keep talking about it, but it's like it's just on our minds, and we're gonna do a fight.
Where is that overly inflated balloon animal that wants to fight me? She fights your hands on your face, motherfucker. You're going to fight you.
Skinny boy.
You skinny boy. I'm going to make him cry inside the ring.
I'm so excited.
Put your tats away. This is ESPN.
Yeah. So
This is too much excitement. This fight,
I'm salivating.
is 100%. I'm so looking forward to this.
He's right.
I am so looking.
Paulo
Yarde,
Costa.
Desanya. He wants your fight.
Ayabiakum.
I've got a heart of a lion.
The heart of a long.
But yeah, I cannot wait. This is 2 weeks away,
Listen,
and boy,
we have got something special for you.
Special?
Well, not really. We're going to do a fight breakdown.
We're gonna do a
It's coming
breakdown.
up. And yeah, we might actually do another video on
I think
it
we do a
'cause we're so
midweek.
excited.
Yeah, midweek.
We'll do a midweek
breakdown, I
one, a
think we should just
breakdown, and
do. Breakdown.
we'll talk about Breakdown Jones. So, yeah,
Without-
exciting times coming up, and then we're leading on
100%.
to the big one, which is Gaethje Khabib, which is coming up soon. So these next couple of
UFC, the
weeks,
UFC. Man, I'm not going to say I'm moving away, but I've always been a big fan of boxing.
yeah, of course.
And I've really enjoyed it and I've appreciated it as an art and everything. But now the UFC is so unbelievably exciting. I don't know. I'm at a crossroads. I'm like, do I stay?
No, at the
loyal?
moment, UFC's overtaken boxing. At the
Yeah,
moment. But again,
yeah.
we're in a pandemic. Let boxing come back. Let's see if they can make some super fights. I doubt it. There's not a lot of fighters out
I
there.
don't see
So
these
I
fights.
think it's done now. And on that note,
Bruv.
we have been Sweet Science, the Sweet Science podcast. Please comment down below, like, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, press
do
that
that one
big
there. So
fat
this
red
one's
button.
going to be like the Twitter, which we don't really use. I'm not going to lie. Insta's
Insta.
there around there somewhere.
Doesn't matter, wherever they are.
Email. Just go for them.
Yes.
Follow each one.
Follow,
You get me?
tweet us, DM
And
us,
comment,
down
subscribe.
below.
Let us know what you think of the fights coming up. Let us know which fight you would like us to break down. You know what I mean?
If you don't want to get tapped
Break
out
it
in the
down for
night,
man.
if you don't want to get ankle picked, comment, share, like, subscribe,
Yes.
and yes, we will see you next
This
week.
has been episode number 13 of the Sweet Science Podcast with your boy, Fat Mouse, and his co-host, Gorsht. Kash, with a K, without the C. Omitted, it's silent. And thank you all very much indeed. We're out of here, baby.
Ciao.
Ciao.